anything like us, I bet your summer vacation plans look a little bit different this year than they normally do. I know for my family, around March or April, we started to second guess whether we were going to take a full out vacation this year. So there's a lot of great things that you can do just in our area. So I'm here this morning to talk to you about some staycation options. Good morning, my name's Marla Portra. I'm with Bev & Co. at House of Brokers Realty. And like I said, I'm going to talk about some staycation options. And we tried to think about some choices that were not your standard places to go. Everyone around here knows about, Lake of the Ozarks, things like that. So we tried to think of some out-of-the-box places. And these range everything from more rugged trails for avid outdoors people to places where you can just kind of kick back and relax, but still be outside and practice social distancing. So one of our first places we chose was Johnson's Shut-In State Park. And this is in Mark Twain Forest. It's in the southeastern part of the state. It's about a 3-hour and 15-minute drive from here. And this is a really cool place. It's comprised of natural swimming holes that have been created by erosion in the rocks. And you can hike, you can swim, you can camp there. There's a boardwalk that walks all the way around it. I just had some relatives go there. They said it was a really cool place to go, but wear appropriate footwear because I guess it does get kind of slippery. So another place that is nearby, it's only about a 20-minute drive from Johnson's Shut-Ins, is Elephant Rock State Park. And this is a really neat area. It has granite rock formations that are estimated to be about 1.5 billion years old. So it's been extensively studied by geologists. And it's named for the likeness of these rocks actually look like circus elephants. And there's a trail that winds all through the main areas of the rocks. So there's a lot of really pretty outcroppings. You can have a nice picnic area, or just your scenic overview. Another popular one, a lot of people may have heard about this. I know my husband grew up going on family trips here all the time. It's Bennett Springs State Park. And this is a really popular trout fishing destination, especially if you're into fly fishing. So this is about 2 hours south of Columbia. And this is a stream, it's stocked every day, and over 100 million gallons of water gush out of this stream every day. And if you're not an experienced fisherman, there are opportunities there where you can even book a fly fishing lesson. So recently I know they have added some other attractions there. So if the whole family isn't into fishing, there are some other things to do for everybody else as well. There's some really pretty hiking trails. There are cabins and campground sites to stay at as well. Echo Bluff State Park is another one. This is about 3.5 hours from Columbia. And this is a really pretty scenic valley. It's surrounded by very tall, towering bluffs. This actually used to be a summer youth camp. And in recent years, they converted it to more of a recreation area. This is very popular with kayakers, actually. You see a lot of that. There are float opportunities as well. There's hiking trails, biking trails. Apparently there's great smallmouth bass fishing. And there are plenty of picnic spots and shelters. There's actually an amphitheater there as well. And they have a lodge and cabins and a campground if you want to make a whole weekend out of staying there. Pickle Springs Natural Area it's about halfway between St. Louis and the Cape. So it's about 3 hours from Columbia. And this is a really cool little area. It's a short hike. It's only about a 2-mile trail, but it provides some really interesting rock outcroppings. There's sandstone rock formations. It's been extensively studied by geologists. There's actually been a small microclimate that's been created there, and it supports a lot of species that you really don't see that much anymore. So like the four-toed salamander I read about was one that you find there a lot, and these species are not commonly seen. They've actually been studied where some of them are exclusive only to this one small area. So kind of a neat little area. So for families who want to do a little bit more of a laid-back trip, maybe you're not into hiking as much, Merrimack Caverns is a really cool place to go. This is about 2 hours southeast of Columbia, and this is actually the largest cave that's open to the public in our state. So it is actually 7 stories worth of caverns, so it is huge. and you can take a guided tour through it, and it ends actually in a really neat light show and music show that they do against one of the cavern walls. And there are other things to do there as well. There's zip lining, there's a big restaurant, a candy shop, there's a little place where kids can pan for gold, so it's got a little something for everybody. And kind of like this morning, it's chilly there. It's only 60 degrees year round, so if you go, definitely bring a sweatshirt. Dogwood Canyon Nature Park's another place that's great for families to go, and this is south of Branson. It's about a 4-hour drive from Columbia, and this is a 10,000 acre nature preserve, so there are activities there for the entire family. It's a great place to go and stay for a couple days. You can explore the park, there's a conservation center, there's actually a working grist mill, and then you can also book different adventures. So you can horseback ride, you can bike, you can take a tram ride. There is both guided and self-guided fishing tours. There's a lot of trout fishing there as well. And they have a really pretty restaurant that overlooks the mill and some waterfalls. Another cool thing I read about there, they have herds of elk and bison and longhorn cattle. Twin Rivers Landing is about 3 hours southeast of Columbia, and this is a cool place. I know families have been going here for years. It's been open for over 30 years. This is a place where you can camp, you can float, and they have a ton of family-friendly activities there as well. It's close to other places on our list like Elephant Rocks and Johnson Shut-ins, so you have the opportunity to take little day trips as well. And they have a campground that's nestled right there along the river, and they have a playground, different sports fields, a country store, an event place, and they even do evening hay rides, so that's kind of cool. And the last one I'm going to share this morning is called Fugitive Beach, and this is about a 2-hour drive south from here, and this is a man-made beach that's tucked into the site of an old quarry. So they have a sandy beach there that they've done a man-made beach. They've got a bar and grill. If your kids are into thrill seeking a little bit, they've got water slides, there's cliff jumps, inflatable jumps, volleyball, cornhole, all sorts of cool games like that. So those are the main ones on our list. We would love to know if you have other great staycation spots. Drop a comment for us or send us a message. And our blog on our website also shares some of our favorite local spots. So this morning we're here at Capon Park. This is one of Kenny's favorite spots. And we also have some locations in Rockbridge that made the list that are some of my favorite spots. Little Dixie Conservation Area, and Twin Lakes is a great spot as well. So one of the really great things about living in Columbia and the surrounding areas is that we are close to so many different trails and recreation areas. So just so happens, if you love to be hiking trails, we often have houses listed that are pretty close to trail access. So if you happen to be looking for something like that, reach out to our team and we'd love to help you out. So if you've got any other options, feel free to share them with us. We'd love to hear about your favorite places as well. Thanks so much for joining. Have a great one.